Hey, it's Seth, and I'm back again. Um, I want to talk about like the male culture and just what that's like. I spent the last year physically transitioning to look male. I don't know, masculine like this, and um, now it's like I'm learning the culture, and I swear every single day I get shocked over just how I'm treated. First thing I wanted to talk about is sexism. And I got to this place after me and Amy's divorce where I wanted to start dating again. And it was definitely on my heart to date a straight girl, not a queer one. Not that there's anything wrong with dating a queer one, just it was in my heart to date a straight one. Particularly because they're the ones I'm always crushing on. Nah, never had any crushes on any like lesbians. Um, like, my ex-girlfriend was bisexual. It's always questionable what Amy is. She sometimes seems like a straight girl, sometimes like a bi girl. But my point is that I wanted to date a straight girl. That particularly because I wanted to just be with a girl that's only had romantic expectations to be with a guy. So that my expectations would just be the same that she would have on a guy, rather than somebody who would have those same expectations of like a female. And so I went to get advice from guys on how to actually, you know, pick up a girl. And trans guys, non-trans guys. And some of the advice I got, it's pretty shady, boys, was to play this game. That you act cold and distant, you act like an asshole, and you act dominant, and you mean like you basically you tell a girl you're gonna take her out. You just ask her out. And I definitely was told like don't show too much of your sensitive side, because well I'm very sensitive, and don't show that side. So I was really confused because I've seen examples in my life of women going for guys like that, and I was just confused because I was feeling like the nice guy had got left, and I was like, I want to be able to just have a relationship with a girl, but I don't want to feel like I have to be this dominant asshole, you know, this prick. So I went and I talked to my therapist about it, and she specializes in like um, feminism and just reaching out to like oppressed groups and stuff like that. And she said, now that you have transitioned to male, what do you want to do with like your status of being seen as guy? And I was like, all I want to do is serve women. Is because I was over there being seen as a female all my life, and I remember times where I saw the guy just like ignoring me. And now I'm over here, like looking as male, and guys don't get ignored by each other like they ignore women. It's fucked up. It's like I walk into like the gas station, and you walk past a guy, and there's just this grunt. It's this, but it's like the most respectful hello that you get. Um, you can feel it. It's just like I don't even have to work for this respect, and it's just given to me through a grunt. I don't even have to smile anymore. Like as a female, I would have to smile. It's like what's expected. Now I grunt, and it's like the respectable thing for a guy to do is to just. I totally love it. The not having to like be all peppy and smile all the time and still get the same, if not more, respect. But then it's like it's kind of sick at the same time because guys and girls are held at different standards. So my therapist said, do you really want a girl that's going to be attracted to you for being an asshole? Because that's not what you really want to build a relationship on. And she's like, you need to like own your character, your feminine characteristics of is like being sensitive, being emotionally intelligent, and I don't know, not being dominant. It's just like own those characteristics, and I don't know, maybe being maybe a little androgynous or something like that. But like own those characteristics, and the right girls are going to find you attractive. Else you're just be somebody else, and then like it's going to attract the wrong people. And so so I just was straightforward with this girl about like who I was, and she totally loved it, like. And then I just saw so clearly, just like, bing. Girls, they want a guy that's gonna be nice to them. All right, I should title this video "How to Get a Girl." Like, be nice to her. Yeah, don't be an asshole. This is not rocket science. um, be confident. Be straightforward about your intentions. You know. But you can do that and not be an asshole. Um, how to get a girl. I remember when I was 12 years old. I used to my female friends would get their female friends on the phone that I didn't know, and I would deepen my voice on a masculine and sexy, and I'd make up some male character. Hey, this is Matt. And I'd just start talking to them, and they like totally fall for me. And I remember feeling like this is really easy stuff. Getting a girl is really easy. If I looked like a guy, I could get a girlfriend. I remember thinking this. I remember thinking they just want someone who's sweet and can talk to them like really nice and treat them good. And why don't guys get this? Why are they so dumb? You know? And it was such a strong thought. And I kind of got reconnected with that thought. Just like, yeah, I know what a girl wants. She wants somebody who treats her good. Period. Um, it's really sick, when you've been seen as a female for all these years, and you go over on the other side, and you see all these messages that are just it's just like, what? um, let's see, something else I want to talk about is how men are not objectified. And I like all my life I was just like so turned off by the idea of like a guy like looking at me to the degree that like if he was, I wasn't even like paying attention and noticing. It was just like keep on walking and he's gonna give you eye contact and all of that. But I didn't realize how much I was being looked at until I transitioned and started looking like a guy. And then it was like then it was like my physical presence started to protect me against being objectified. I remember one of the first times I noticed it is I walked into a gas station. I've noticed a lot of things when I walk into gas stations. I walked in the gas station and there was this guy, and he was the kind of guy that you girls know what I'm talking about. You trans guys know what I'm talking about too. He's the kind of guy you don't give eye contact to because he feels unsafe. He kind of mumbled something to me, and then I felt this impulse to like look away to protect myself. And then I was reminded of how I looked physically and that I no longer was objectified. And so I stepped 2 feet forward and I looked him in the eyes and I said, "What was that?" And he said, "What's up, boss?" Which, boss is like a word guys call each other. Nobody ever told me this. It's like this deep level of respect. So instead of getting the look of, "I want to take your clothes off and like treat you like an object," I am now getting called boss. um, which, I mean, I can't actually prove that he would have looked at me that way, but I just know. I just, and the funny part is that the way he made me feel when he called me boss, it made me feel respected. That if that was all I had my whole life, I would have no idea how that girl felt when she walked in that door and he's all taking her clothes off with his mind. Would have no idea. Because that respect, "What's up, boss?" It's like so like, I think some of these cis guys have no idea what it's like to live objectified in this world, to not be treated with respect. I can just feel it. I can feel it everywhere. And it's not even like a specific example, but I could feel it, like this respect that I get, that I don't even have to earn. That I can like it feels like women are held at this ridiculous standard. And I can just like stand right up there and I can just like get right here. And then I'm like, they're praising me for being like right up there, you know? And I'm like, this is not fair. Sometimes it's just as simple as acknowledgement. Just sometimes I wonder if it's because I feel more confident in my body, comfortable. I think it's a mixture of everything, but I think men are definitely more respected in society. Which is sad because women are awesome and they deserve that respect. It's everything I have to say. Just how to get a girl. Us trans guys really need to like set an example for how girls should be treated, because some of these messages came from trans guys. It's not just straight cis guys. We need to set an example that how women are supposed to be treated. Something else I wanted to mention is that my girlfriend, she is straight, and she's only dated guys, you know, and she hasn't had a lot of experience with trans guys. I asked her why she liked me, and her response was because I was kind, and it kind of took me off guard, because I was like, well, aren't like all guys kind? And then she's like, no. And it was just like, this is not rocket science. It just strikes me as strange, because when you're living as female, people don't praise you for being kind. Being kind is not like a characteristic that people usually like about you. It's something that's expected. It's something that you are. And just found that really interesting.